Thank you all for being here tonight, for being part of this celebration, and thank you for being part of this story.
World-class building to exist here in Halifax, because it wasn't an easy journey, I can tell you that. And Joe, I know you're here great. Thank you to you.
Welcome to our event. This is great to have you here.
Tonight's keynote speaker is someone whose work has had a profound impact, not just in Lebanon, but across the globe. Anthony Rahayel is a storyteller, a champion of culture, community, and culinary heritage. And most importantly, he's someone who leads with passion and purpose in everything he does. Anthony began his career as a dental surgeon, but years ago he made the bold and selfless decision to leave his profession behind, to fully dedicate himself to something bigger. He made it his life's mission to tell the untold stories of Lebanon through food, people, places, purpose, and to share those stories with the world. He's built a global platform that now reaches millions, bringing attention not just to restaurants and to recipes, but to resilience, craftsmanship, family, and tradition. But what struck me most about Anthony wasn't something I read or something that I saw online. It was something I learned very quickly. At the end of last summer, I sent him a message. I introduced myself, told him a little bit about this event. Within minutes, he gave me a call. And not only did he agree to come and speak, he wanted more. He told me, I don't want to just give a keynote. I want to immerse myself in your town, meet your people, understand your stories, history, and shine a light on this community and city. Now, he did warn me that he likes a full agenda. And then he didn't want to waste any time. So we have him booked to over 70 locations. And I've become, I guess, a Halifax or Nova Scotian tour guide, which is part of the fun, I guess. He's here for a full week, eating, touring, and documenting it all. I encourage you to visit along through his social media accounts, which are listed in the QR code in your program. You'll see the world through Anthony's eyes. And I'll have no doubt he'll help the world see us a little bit differently as well. Before we bring him to stage, I'd like to cue a video that talks about his mission, his voice, and incredible journey.
No Garlic, No Onions, NGNO, is not just a food platform. It's a global phenomenon, a vibrant celebration of Lebanon's culinary heritage and a bridge that connects people to authentic food experiences worldwide. Founded by Anthony Rahayel, a dentist turned culinary ambassador, NGNO has become a multimedia empire with over 3 million subscribers and over 9,000 videos showcasing street food, hidden gems, and passionate people behind them. Anthony's infectious enthusiasm and unwavering authenticity have earned him a reputation as one of the most influential food voices in the world. Beyond food, Anthony's impact extends to the local community and social good. In 2015, he launched العشاء, a groundbreaking street food market that empowered Lebanese artisans and created job opportunities for young people. He also founded Made by Nature, a shop that supports local producers offering high-quality Lebanese ingredients and preserved foods. With a relentless dedication to philanthropy, Anthony uses his platform to raise awareness for children's welfare, education, and health, mobilizing his millions of followers for charity dinners and fundraising events. His work has earned him global recognition, including the prestigious World Street Food Blogger Award and the Best Expert Food Account title. Anthony Rahayel isn't just a food influencer, he is Lebanon's greatest champion, putting its rich culinary heritage on the global map, one dish at a time.
Please join me in welcoming to the stage our keynote speaker for this evening, Dr. Anthony Rahayel.
Good evening. Thank you first for having me here. Thank you, Halifax. Thank you for the beautiful things. And before we start, how about for the people who know and the ones who do not know, let me show you the land I come from.
مشوار أحلى بلد بالعالم ببلش هلا.
طبيعة، حدا بيقول لك طبيعة؟ لبنان أحلى بلد بالعالم.
بشعبه، بعلمه، والله بالنخوة تبعه.
ضيافة باب أول، كرم باب تاني.
خلينا الصباح، الله يسعد صباحك وصباحهم يا رب.
نحن مبسوطين بحالنا، وهلا اليوم نحن بنكبر بهيك عالم اللي عندنا.
بعده يعني بيحكي على الارض بدمع، بيحكي عن بيته بدمع، بيحكي عن اولاده بدمع. لبنان كتاب بيعمل منه احلى بلد بالعالم.
بوصيكن وصية احفظوها للأبد، وبتورثوها لولد ولد الولد، وبتحفظوها بالقلب جواته، وبترددوها عدد دقاته. لا تخلوا الليل، ولا سواد عتماته، ولا الدهر، ولا كتر قلباته، ولا القهر، ولا نيران جمراته، ولا الموت، ولا كبر صدماته، ولا الحبس، ولا طول ساعاته، ولا التعذيب، ولا وخز لدعاته، ولا أي جيش الكان، ولا تقل حملاته. يضعف إيمانكن شي يوم بلبنان. لبنان نحنا، ونحنا تراباته، علة وجوده ومصدر حياته. زرعنا بأرضه رب السما بذاته، مثل ما زرع بالأرز أرزاته. هيدي هي إرادته وما بتنغلب، وما حدا قادر يغير اللي انكتب. وشو ما صار والبده يصير، ما حدا أكبر من الرب.
صدقني من بعد هالبلد ما في، وكل إنسان أنا بأكد لكم عايش مغترب برا بلبنان، لو مات برا بده يموتوا بقلبه حرقة بلده وطنه، لأنه ما إلك إلا وطنك، ما إلك إلا ترابك، ما إلك إلا أرضك. لأنه المال قد ما تجمعه ما بيفيدك شيء، آخر نتيجة بدك تتركه وتفاق.
لبنان بدي اتغزل فيه. اذا حبيبتي هالقد حلوه كيف وطني لبنان.
لبنان جنة الله على الارض.
ما بيقدر قيمته الا ما يسافر، ما بيقدر قيمته الا ما يصير معه شيء، ما بيعرف قيمته الا ما يطلع برات لبنان ويشوف. ب 10452 كيلومتر في 4 فصول، في صحراء، في جبل، في ثلج، في بحر. ب 10452 كيلومتر في ناس بتعقد، طوائف، محبة، أكل بيجنن. هيدا هو أحلى بلد بالعالم، أحلى بلد بالعالم، ومنكن عايزين تجربوا.
هيدا لبنان وما في منه أبداً. نحن كلنا للبنان، وكلنا للوطن، وكلنا للعالم.
I was at the clinic in 2012 looking at my assistant, and I asked her, which village of Lebanon do you like the most? She looks at me and says, Lebanon, I've never been behind the airport. Her name is Rita. I looked at her and said, Rita, haven't you discovered Lebanon yet? She said, no, the maximum I've been to is Beirut. And we've been around, looking around, asking around, and you ask a Lebanese, do you know your country? He said, nah. Every summer we travel. Every summer you travel searching for the best. Every summer you travel searching for the most beautiful. But unfortunately, you do not know that you have one of the most beautiful countries in the world. In Lebanon, we have more than 1,200 villages, and each one is different. Each one is individual. Each one is unique. Each one has a different habit. You know that in Lebanon, we do kibbeh 10 different ways and lebni 10 different ways. And we have more than 200 different plates of food that we put on one single table. And that is not only that, because the 200 plates that you know, or the meza plates that you've heard of, are festive food. There are another 200 that we eat at home called yakhnet, which few know or even have at a restaurant. And all of these are things that are amazing that unfortunately we didn't have the chance to discover, because if I ask you, tell me about Lebanon, you would tell me what you know about the news, and this news is unfortunately so negative that it doesn't give justice to one of the most beautiful countries in the world. So this journey started in 2012, went to a national television and said, I just want 1 minute on TV, just give me 1 minute. And the answer was no, and then it turned into a yes 6 months after. The 1 minute started as a 5-minute show, first time ever, something positive, to reconnect Lebanese with each other. One main problem we have is that we do not know each other enough. We do not know who we are, what we do. 16 million Lebanese around the world, yes, 16 million. The most prominent people ever. We have made it everywhere in the world. We have been part of the creation of Canada and Australia and the United States and lots of other countries all around the world. We have been ministers, presidents, you name it. But do we know each other enough? Do we know what we do? Do we connect with each other? Do you know the Australians are doing what? Do they know what you are doing? And all of these questions were in my head, sleeping, waking up at the clinic, enjoying what I do, 4 specialties, 9 years of work, 9 years of studies and 11 years of work. But I felt there is something missing. I need to do something way beyond. And how can I keep a certain legacy for my kids? So I started discovering Lebanon and started filming Lebanon with one motto in hand, one motto in mind. I wanted to show the world the true color and the true vision of what this country has to offer. 7,000 years of history while leaving a legacy for my kids and yours. And I started building up, 5 years in the making, here comes COVID, or a little bit more of 8 years. And after COVID, it was, let's go and discover the Lebanese around the world. Our main thing and our main power is how much can we know each other? How much can we connect with each other? And the more we discover each other, the more we can rebuild that beautiful land back home. Many ask, so successful around the world, why didn't you succeed in Lebanon or rebuilding it? And my answer would be, how can you put 3 million lions in one jungle? It doesn't work. So the lions of this jungle went all around, discovered the world, and became one lion, each one in his jungle, and this is how they succeeded around the world. So coming back to Lebanon, we are so strong, so intelligent, so stubborn sometimes, so selfish sometimes as well, and lots of other things, positive or negative, that I have discovered in the last 15 years with my travels around the world, and 46 countries later, called, in my humble opinion, something called the Lebanese DNA. What are we? Who are we? Have you asked your question, why are you different? I'm not saying that Lebanese are better, but they are definitely special and different. Why are you so different? What makes you so unique? Why are you so emotional when you smell za'atar, or mazahar, or mawarid, rose water? Why do we have fun so much? And we know how to have fun. How do we connect in the best way possible? Why are we so intelligent? And how can we blend with all the other nationalities? Why do we all gather on a Sunday? And how can we spend 4 hours having fun and eating and gathering around a case of Arab? Yes, this is who we are. And we have something in our DNA called that Lebanese DNA. I've been around places, definitely some of you are born here, but this journey started in Australia. So I met a couple of people, they came back and said, you know what, we're born here, 2nd generation, but there is something inside that boils every day, and I feel that I do not belong. I belong to something else. So this man I met once said, I'm 35 years old, born in Australia, barely speak Arabic, and I don't connect in a way or another. So the minute I came to Lebanon and decided to visit Lebanon at the age of 35, and that plane arrived, Rausha on the left, I felt something, I felt my heart tickling. And then the minute the plane lands, I felt, whoa, I'm home. These people look like me. I belong. And this guy was not born in Lebanon, never came to Lebanon, and he felt that, oh my God, I just connect. There is something around it. Probably the air, probably that DNA that reconnects me with my species. And I've heard the stories again in the States, in Canada, and some of you are connecting to that story and say, yes, I am proudly Canadian, proudly born here, proudly part of this community. But there is something missing, or there is something that tickles every single morning where I belong somewhere else. Building up to that story, what you see is probably an influencer. What you see is probably some videos you've watched on YouTube or on national television. But it's way more than that. what you see is a reconnection to our roots. What you see is who we are, what we do, and being the voice of people who never had a voice. I've been all around the villages, filmed thousands of Manaish, thousands of what I call heroes, abtal. These people doing a manouche or having a bakery or doing a simple thing are, in my opinion, heroes, huge heroes, because they have been doing what they do for dozens of years, just preserving our heritage. And that heritage is who we are, is our identity. So every time you take a step back and forget who you are, remember that you're part of something really big, 7,000 years of history and a lot of heritage and lots of things that make who we are. So what you see, as I said, is way more than videos. It reconnects us, you with your roots, and us, Lebanese, with you expats around the world. I remember when I started it, I used to hear these things that say, you know, the expats or the diaspora has just left. Why did they leave us? Are they rich now? Did they do so much money in the places they are? So that connection was never made. So we didn't know, us Lebanese who lived in Lebanon, what you do and who you are. And on the other hand, the expats and the diaspora around the world looked at Lebanon as, oh, these people who still live there, unfortunately, and we're sad for them, the war and everything, and all they need is us sending them money. No, it's way more than that. So you didn't have the chance to look at Lebanon in the best way possible because news was the only thing that connected you with it. And us Lebanese never knew what you did. We never heard of Halifax, or we never knew what you did in Montreal. We never knew the Lebanese in Brazil and others and so on and so forth. So today is an action of, an ask of, let's connect with each other more and more. So what you see is 15 years of videos, 15 years of connections, 15 years of hard work to give a voice for the people who do not have a voice. And I asked to be around for the next 7 days, to meet with you, to connect with you, for you to have the chance to give your voice and talk with the world, and the Lebanese around the world, and everyone around the world, and us Lebanese back home, and tell them how you achieved, what you did, who you are, how did you preserve your roots, how did you manage to connect with each other, how did you create a certain huge community and amazing community, so the world knows, learns from it, and so us back home know that you still connect with who you are, and you're not only the ones that send money back home because Lebanon is in need. So with all my journey for the last 15 years, it was all about re-preserving the heritage. Who did create hummus? We did. Who did create shawarma? Yes, we did. Who did create the best baklava ever? We did. And lots of other things that probably some of our neighbors claim they did. So reconnecting with the roots and reconnecting to what we do is very strongly showing the world how we eat. Some of the things you've heard me say is, do you eat Lebanese or do you eat Lebanese with a Canadian touch? Or did you adapt to the Canadian culture? What I mean by that is very proudly eat what we really eat and feed people what we really eat. We have at home one of the best cuisines, the best cuisine in the world, with definitely 400 or more than 400 different plates. It is the best cuisine in the world because it's naturally 70% naturally vegetarian. It's loaded with vegetables. It doesn't have trans fat. It really connects cultures and emotions. And it's one of the few cuisines in the world when you eat it, you just smile and say, oh, I feel something different. And us Lebanese, when we smell za'atar or smell rose water, it makes a huge difference. So back to what I've tried to achieve in the last 15 years and ongoing is the reconnection of us all together. And each one of us asks, how can I help Lebanon? I don't trust Lebanon anymore. Just for you to know, 850 people tonight, and thank you again for having me. You are helping Lebanon tonight without you even noticing, just by having a glass of wine. Buy from Lebanon, drink from Lebanon, connect with Lebanon. And the wine you're seeing on the tables is a potential way, very simply and very naturally, of connecting with Lebanon and helping Lebanon by just giving more jobs to Lebanon and not only by sending money. So drink more of the wines, buy more of the wines, think of buying Lebanese za'atar, not others that are less expensive, buy more Lebanon, and everything, and every single produce that you can get from Lebanon. And in this way, you would help and support this amazing country more and more. So it's a great pleasure to be with you for the next 7 days, and hopefully it's not going to be the last time I visit Halifax. I know it's a short trip, and there is a lot to see. Thank you, Norman, for having me. Thank you, the Chamber, for having me. And I was just saying to Norman that with all the trips around the world, and I've been to Montreal a couple of times, to Toronto, I've been to 19 states around the States, the United States of America, Australia, and other parts of the world, and then comes your community. It's so different in a ways that I didn't yet knew how to understand or how to explain, but I'll let you know at the end of the 7 days in one of my videos. There is something different about it. There is something vibrant about it that is different. There is a way of connection that I didn't feel anywhere else in the world. There is a way of you handling your Lebanese side and blend it with the Canadian side that I would definitely learn a lot about and will connect to it. Thanks again. Thank you so much. I'll be around, touring around. Ask me any question you want, and hopefully you'll watch more of my videos. And every time you watch one of the videos, remember, let your kids watch it so they know who they are. You watch it because it's one of the best content that gathers all the families around on a Thursday, Friday, or even on a weekend. And remember, let your parents watch it because they will remember where do they come from and die in peace the day they decide to go. So it's content for all the generations, while being very proudly Canadian or American or born, raised, or moved away. And don't be sad that you had to move away because you're supporting your origin country in better ways. But always remember who you are and why you are different and why you are intelligent and why you smile differently and why you party differently and why you eat differently and why you have succeeded and why you have been the best builders in the world, and so on and so forth. So every time you have a question about who you are, remember that Lebanese DNA is something real that connects us all together. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Thank you for rolling the dice and coming on that ask. Very emotional and touching words. We have a plaque here to recognize you coming with us today. The Lebanese Chamber of Commerce extends our gratitude to Dr. Anthony Rahayel for his contributions as keynote speaker at the 16th Annual Cedar and Maple Gala on May 22nd, 2025 at the Halifax Convention Center. And we'd like, we're getting feedback. And the Chamber will be making a donation in Anthony's name for our thanks for him coming here today. Thank you very much.
Amazing, I'm just, wow, amazing crowd, very happy, very proud, and I'm sure I connected with lots of people. بتحكي فيها على رواق لانه emotions.